Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video I'm going to be going through the Barely Hungry event. This is the event to get your 4th copy of Brutus. I'm just going to be running you through how to get Brutus himself and also some of the side rewards, because there are 4 different collectibles that you can pick up. You can decide to primarily go for one in particular if you so wish, but going for all of them doesn't actually hinder you going for any of them. You know, you can just go for everything and it's not going to be like it's going to reduce the other things. There is a choice box, which I'll talk about as well. But it is safe to say that the Brutus in this event should be quite accessible for you to pick up. You just have to hit a lot of milestones. So one of the first 2 things I just want to draw your attention to is the login calendar. You should be on like day 4 or 5 by now. But if you aren't, for whatever reason, you've missed some days, you've had to have the weekend off, whatever, you can see that the calendar doesn't expire for another 11 days, so it basically is going to allow you to pick up all these prizes no matter what, and all these rewards are going to be yours. And I would say every time you pick up one of these crates, especially the ones around the event ones, you should open them instantly, and that is because the items inside are RNG, but it's only of that specific item. So for instance, the picnic baskets, you just want to open it, see how many you get, and then you can kind of determine how much harder you have to work in certain other tournaments and stuff. I will say the picnic baskets are the easiest ones to come by when it comes to the tournaments, and then you want to get some RNG for some of the other ones. I'll break those down later on in the video once I go over each specific item. And the other place that I want to just draw your attention to is the roadmap. Now you can see this Barely Hungry roadmap runs every 12 hours, and you have to complete this every 12 hours. It's pretty straightforward to complete. You get some extra rewards on the side, as you can see, but you do get this completion crate, and this is a choice box. And in contrast to the login calendar, you should not open this until the end of the event, because you might need a very specific item. For instance, you might need like 10 ham sandwiches to get like one of the items in that part of the grey market. You might need 10 canned beans, so on and so forth. But if you open them too early, if you decide, hey, I really want the canned beans item, and then you just continuously open this crate when it first starts, at the end you could have canned beans left over, and then you suddenly actually need the ham sandwiches. Better to be patient here, just in case. If you didn't do anything else in this event except get this daily roadmap done, you would be able to get Gold Mythic Brutus just from running this roadmap. And that is because it requires these picnic baskets to get Brutus, and that's the first collection item we're going to look at. As you can see here in the grey market, you need to get 100 picnic baskets to get the 1000 shards of Gold Mythic Brutus. The daily roadmap rewards 120 items of your choice, but these items also come in milestone rewards for every single tournament. You'll be able to get 12 of these picnic baskets for every level up, which there are 4 of, and you'll be able to get 8 for every raid tournament and SR tournament, of which there are 2 of each. And that means you'll be able to get a grand total of 80 picnic baskets from hitting all of the milestones in those tournaments. So you'll probably have to open some of the daily crates to be able to get your hands on Brutus. However, from the login calendar, you can get a minimum of 10 here. If you got the 20, obviously that means you'd only have to hit the milestones to get the rest. Or you could even potentially hit the 100 and just get Brutus instantly. This does seem extremely easy to come by. Just hit those top milestones and you should be able to get 100 by the end of the event. Now the next item we're going to look at is canned beans. These are the rewards that you'll be able to spend your canned beans on. There is a Paragon mod, a trauma resist Paragon mod, an attack set platinum mod, and a random platinum mod. With your leftovers you can pick up some mod scrap if you so need as well. So when it comes to the Paragon mod, it is going to be a guaranteed stat mod, but RNG on the actual set. And that does mean there's only going to be 16 different potential outcomes, as you can see on your screen. And going through the potential outcomes, you probably got a good chance of getting actual nice mod. You've got a 6 out of 16 chance to get what I would consider to be a good mod, which would be attack on attack, attack on crit, HP on defense, defense on HP, defense on defense, and HP on HP. Those are like the best mod potentials. Then you've got the next tier down, which will be getting any of the stats that I just said: attack, HP or defense on any of the other sets. So for instance, defense on attack, while it doesn't sound good, it's still 27% defense rating. That is huge. So even if you have to use an offset Paragon mod, it's still going to give a massive boost to a character. If you get attack on defense set and still put that on your Titan or any damage dealer like Easter Eva, they'll still nuke. They'll still get a massive attack boost, so it'll still be good. And that's again another 6 out of 16 chance to get a pretty decent mod. So far we're at 12 out of 16. Now we're going to go to the last. You've got a 4 out of 16. That's a 25% chance to get a crit mod. And I'd say there's only like 2 decent combos here, and that would be crit on attack or crit on crit. Now, I personally wouldn't want to get a crit mod myself. I could probably make it work on a certain character's hands, but I would definitely much prefer a normal stat mod. When it comes to the trauma resist mod, it is just RNG on the set, guaranteed trauma resist. I believe this would be a 90% resist mod. There has been a trauma resist mod in the past, and that was part of leagues, and you got to choose which set it was. This is going to be completely RNG. You do have to be part of Survivors Club to actually pick this up though. Now when it comes to getting canned beans in rewards, you have to get them from level up placement. And in solo level ups, if you come in the top 50, 11th to 50th place, you'll get 15 canned beans. And there are 2 tournaments that are going to be solo. And then if you're going to be in the faction level ups and you have to come into the top 10, you'll also get 15 canned beans. The higher you come, the better you do. So that'll be 60 combined for coming in top 50 for solo tournaments, of which there are 2. And then top 10 as a faction, of which there are 2. You'll have to make up the other 15 somewhere else. But do remember there is an RNG crate on the login calendar, of which you can get the 100 straight away. So you could get more than is required for the Paragon mod instantly. And you're going to get a minimum of 10 hit. So if you do hit the top 50 in 2 solos, top 10 in 2 faction, and then get the minimum of 10, you need 5 more. So you'll need to just claim 2 of those daily crates to get that Paragon mod. If you do get it, good luck. Hopefully get a mod that you like. Now the last of the main collectible rewards is going to be ham sandwiches. And with ham sandwiches, these are the rewards possible. And primarily you're going to work towards the Outlanders axe. This is the item itself. It is actually pretty decent. If you don't like the Outlanders bonus on it, you could potentially put Ransack or 1535 and get a nice attack boost to up to 50%. But it is actually probably worth leading it with the Outlanders Allegiance bonus and just having it as a potential Outlanders weapon in the future. It'll go up to 55% attack. Every Outlander getting a Guardian Shield at the beginning of combat is actually pretty decent. Now ham sandwiches will come in raid tournaments, and there will be 2 tournaments. One will be solo and one will be faction. If you win the solo level up, you'll get 150 ham sandwiches, so enough to claim the Outlanders axe instantly. However, if you win the faction level up with your faction, all of your faction will be able to pick up the Outlanders axe, because you also get 150 of the ham sandwiches for first place in the faction raid. I'm going to guess that this is the place where a lot of people are going to need to use their daily crates to actually get ham sandwiches if they want that axe. Because if you're not in a top 3 faction, you're going to have to place very high in solo, otherwise you're going to need to make up like nearly 60 to 80 of these sandwiches, as there are only 2 raid tournaments. However, do remember, again, there is going to be this RNG crate. This could make all the difference to you regardless of how much you pick up. Even 10 is probably decent in here. Remember, if you complete every single daily roadmap, you'll be able to get 120 items of your choice. So if you get all of the other items cleaned up by how I've already explained, you'll be able to use them purely to try and pick up that axe if you so wish. Now the last collectible item is going to be just bonus rewards in my opinion. It is going to be the peas and carrots. This is where you can pick up special trainers, Madeline and Maddox, and basic trainers. Basil for most people, Benedict, however, if you have got Survivors Club. You'll be able to get peas and carrots from survival road tournaments. There will be a faction and a solo, so 2 in total. If you come first place in the solo, it'll be 40. If you come first place in the faction, it'll be 40 for everybody in your faction. Again, as usual, there is that crate in the login. Just open that instantly and just claim some of your trainer rewards. This one is actually pretty good for what you can hand in for, because there's no top tier special prize. Even getting 10 is 10 Basils or 10 Bennies if you are part of SC, so that's actually not too bad. So good luck, guys. Just again, if you want to get your hands on that 4th copy of Brutus, just make sure you're hitting all those milestones. Top milestones in all those 8 tournaments will give you a grand total of 80 of the picnic baskets. You can get the extras from the daily roadmap or from the RNG crate on the login calendar. Simple as that. Have fun with Brutus. That is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.